those who don't have them.
Let me put up so that the guys who can join can also watch what we are going to discuss. So now, if you look at dollar has rallied since Monday. From opening, it never looked back. You see? Monday's opening, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dollar has just looked up. It's because of the positive news coming out of the United States. If you heard Trump's State of the Nation speech, it was all positive news. Him being acquitted, that's positive news. Yeah. So whatever the Republicans were trying to do, it didn't work. So they've basically lost for the whole year. They've basically lost. It won't surprise me to see Trump getting re-elected. So that was positive news for the dollar. That's why we kept on seeing a rally in the dollar. But now,
I think Trump is gonna win.
November is still a bit far. November is still is a bit high.
You think he will make up?
You see. So in regards to that, we just have to wait and see. So now, if we look at the dollar, right? If we look at the dollar, Tindo, I'm gonna mute you a bit because you are talking with someone. So if you look at the dollar, the level that it has approached, the level that the dollar is approached, we have already breached the what? The 98,250, which is our pivot point. Remember, price always gets attracted to 98,250. Yeah. So let me highlight 98,250 here. You can all see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see.
You see, 98,250 has been breached today. So now, if it closes above, that becomes a very interesting setup. You see, of which, as it is right now, dollar is gonna close above 98,250. We're only 3 hours away from closing. So now, once that happens, we need to look at the left side of the screen to see the interesting structure that's happening. If it closes above 98,250 and then breaches also this high here, you see the last bullish candle. Let me highlight the last bullish candle. Where's my anointing stuff now? You see that bullish candle, the last bullish candle. That candle becomes critical now to the price action which is going to happen here today. Right. Remember supply and demand. You look for a level which price rallies away from massively. That's supply and demand, right? Whether it's a bullish move or it's a bearish move. Now, how do you define an order block? Most people I've seen they struggle. Probably they haven't watched the videos. An order block, like the simple definition which I can give you. Let me see on this chart. Right. Let's start from the downside. You see this bearish candle here?
Yeah.
That was the last price drop, the last candle when price was bearish, and then it closed and then it rallied. You see? So this is a bullish order block, that bearish candle. Now, if you look to the upside, let's say from the upside point, you see this candle? That is a bearish order block. That was when the institutions were buying for them to to entice people to keep buying. Then they what? They sell.
Indeed.
Can you see the following candle?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Okay, let me repeat that. Let me see which other example I can pick. Right. You see this, let me see. You see there's two bearish candle here where I've highlighted.
Yeah.
Right. You see the last one, the closing price of the last one.
The laws of that one.
The closing price. The low is part of the week. I don't mind the week. Don't mind the week now. The closing price. Can you see the closing price? Which is coming in at, let's see, right about 97.22. You see that closing price? Then the next candle, it rallied away. So this last down candle here becomes our order. See? That becomes our order block for us. When price comes back, we are looking to be buyers. Now, if you look to the upside, the same principle to the upside, right? Look at this price action here. You see here. You see that price action?
Yeah.
If you look at the last green candle before the drop, you see this? That last green candle.
Yeah.
That's our that's our order block. Now, the opening price is down there. It's a bullish candle, so we are looking at the closing price because we want to be sellers when price retest this high. You see, we want to be sellers. You see, that's an order block. So it means the institutions, they were buying here. There was massive buying here. You can even see in this candle. There was massive buying to the upside to entice people to keep buying so that price can what? Go to the moon. But it doesn't happen. The following day, price dropped, right? Then the following day, there was a bullish move to the upside. But look now the difference between this last bullish candle and this one here after the bearish candle. Look at the closing price. This candle, the other bullish candle couldn't breach this high. You see?
Okay. That makes it not an order block. But if it breached, it was going to be the order block, right?
Yes, yes. If this green candle had breached the high of this one, then this one would have been the order block. Forget the wicks. That's a retailer's pocket change. Forget the wicks. You just focus on the body of the candle when you're defining your order blocks. So the same principle applies. You see, like this bullish candle here. That was our last bullish candle in the uptrend. You see? Now, after that, we had a drop, right? So this first drop, this bearish candle here, this following day, you wouldn't have traded, right? But after that now, you'd have recognized, okay, I've got an order block here, right? So when price retraces 75% OTE into that block, I'm supposed to be selling. You see this candle here, this one. It retraced, but it couldn't close above the high of the order block. Then what happened next is history. Price dropped. It came back again, second time. Same time, and then it dropped. So that's like how you can define an order block in a nutshell. But there's more to it, of which we're gonna talk about it later on. That's how you
can I ask before you go, Ivan?
Yeah.
That order block.
Yeah.
Look at that candle. Let's go down below. when you were explaining the two massive bearish candles, which going down from that way, from that retest, the second one below it, there's that small bearish one next to it. That one. What is it? What can we say to that?
Right. You see this one here. We can't really call it order block because there wasn't massive buying in this.
Okay.
You see?
So can you call that one was like a breather of the price?
That was a base. Remember, drop,
Yeah.
base,
Base.
drop. Remember,
Okay.
drop,
Okay.
base, drop. We are on a daily time frame. So if you go to a smaller time frame on this day here, there was a range. Probably there was a massive range on this candle. So remember, when price drops, then forms a base, and then it drops. The moment it comes to that base again, you look to be selling. Remember, same principle applies when price rallies, then base, then rally. The moment it drops into this base, you look to buy. Remember, supply and demand. So there wasn't much buying here, you see, but price still respected it as a what? As a base. You see, meaning they were buying here, and there were buyers who wanted to hold the price here. That's why there was this drop. You see, same applies here. Of course, there was a breach, right? There was a breach, but they couldn't breach this high, which would have probably been where you place your what? Your stop loss above 5-10 pips above. They couldn't breach it, and then market tumbled to the downside. So now, looking at today's price action on dollar index, this candle here, the current daily candle, that candle, if it closes above the high of this bullish candle, then I don't see if there's anything that can stop price going all the way back to 99, because there won't be anything here other than these tops here. You see? But now if it closes below, then we have to wait for price, the closing price of the week. This price action might repeat itself here. You see? This price action here, we could see a similar sort of thing here, because we have had a very strong bullish week. I don't see it continuing all the way to 99 without any retracement. You see? It has to retrace a bit. And to which level? If it closes above, then the retracement that you are looking at is probably back to these highs. You see? We can see something whereby price comes deep down here, then continue further to 99. So today's closing price is going to be critical. So we have to wait and see how today's candle is going to close. Where is dollar going to close? Is it above 98,400, or is it going to close way above, what is this now? Yeah, 98,400. That's the price that we have to look at.
Okay.
Yeah, 98,400. Let me highlight it. So you can clearly see this whole week, most of the biases, most of the market structures, they've been broken. You see? Most market structures have been broken. So now if you look at 98,250, which is our pivot point, now so the area between 98,250 and 98,40 becomes our strong area of supply. You see how I draw my supply zones, guys? So easy.
Yeah, I see.
You see now, already I know that, okay, I'm monitoring the 98,400 and the 98,250. So that range in between, that's the area of interest, which I have to look at, say, for market to move to the downside. So now if I go to an H4 hour time frame, you can clearly see here. I think I've zoomed out too much. You can see the price action now much clearer. You can see that 4 hour is quite price has got a strong momentum to the upside. So now we have to wait and see how the daily close will be like on dollar index. Already the previous H4 candle couldn't close above 98.40. So let's see the current H4 candle, like around 11. I'm sure that's when it's gonna close. Where is it gonna close to? If it closes above 98.40, yeah, then we have to wait, wait and see what price really wants to do.
Yeah, wait and see. Sometimes it's needed. Just wait and see. Sometimes.
Yeah, you just have to wait and see. You can't force price. You see, you can't force price, right? Another good example of order block is here, guys. You see that bearish candle? You see that?
Yeah.
The one that I've highlighted there.
Yes.
That was the last down candle before this strong push to the upside. But before you even look at the whole strong push to the upside, you see this push here, this 1, 2, 3 candles where I've drawn there. The moment the price comes back, you see here, there's a trade there. You see that just that price action is gonna offer you much better opportunities on, say, Euro USD, gold, or USD JPY. You see, because you'd have analyzed and see that, okay, we've got an order block here. So when price dips down back into that order block, you see, you're looking to be a buyer on dollar index. And yes, it offers you what? Good opportunities to the downside. You see, though the price action would have been tempting for you to be like, oh, there's no momentum. You see, but the moment you see all these rejections, okay, let me grab my. The moment you see this rejection here, number one, price pushed up, it dipped down, it didn't close above the order block. You know how many shots you'll be taking on Euro USD there? How many shots you'll be taking on gold? That's more than 30 pips. Remember, this is dollar index. You see this rejection here. The moment you see price closing above there, here you're already going long on USD JPY, and you are shorting Euro USD all the way there. You see that rally, this rally here, that's like on Euro USD or gold, that's more than 100 pips. And it comes back again. You see, there it comes back. And the order block holds. I think opening of the week is somewhere here. Price jumped and it never looked back. So the moment you are able to define or just to highlight order blocks, you see, then you are on your way. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, they are struggling with these blocks. But the only way to practice is on, say, smaller time frames. Let's see if we go to Euro USD. Let's see. Let me go to what time frame is this? H4. Let me go to D1. You see the last. You must practice and highlight. You see that candle, the last bullish candle before the move to the downside. So this whole price action that I've highlighted, you see this price action, this one,
Yeah.
you have missed, say, okay, no, I've missed that price action. But the moment the price retest now, your what? Your order block, where there was a heavy buying, enticing people to go long, yet market came down. The moment the price comes back, look these candles here, they don't close above the block. You see these candles? They don't close above. You see, 1, 2, 3. They don't close above. Meaning this order block here is holding price. You see, the buyers, whoever bought here, you see, anticipating market to go down, which can only be institutions, they are still holding price up there. They're saying there's no way you're gonna breach that level. You see, even here, look at this candle here, the one with the long wick. Price breached, but it closed below. You see, then it started to creep in again in a bullish momentum, but it couldn't close above. Look at this guy here. The moment you see this, the following day, you should be looking for short trades on lower time frame, on H4, on H1. You'll be looking for short trades. Okay. You should be looking for short trades. Now, with the current price action that's happening, say on fiber, you see, we are strong bearish on fiber since we are also strong bullish on dollar. You see where that price is heading to? There. You see that candle?
Yeah.
That's where price is heading. Yeah, that was our order block. That was our bullish order block where there was orders for market to go to the upside. So now you have to take note of that. Closing price is coming in at 1.0955, and then the following bullish candle closed at come on, what's happening now? Okay, you see, then you grab your rectangle tool, there you go. You see, so it will be in that area now that you'll be looking for longs. You see, but now you need to wait and see how prices, how the structure behaves on lower time frame. Let me see if I go to
must wait for dollar to close the above 98.40.
Close below 98.40. If dollar closes below 98.40, then
we are looking for bullish.
Yeah, we'll be looking for bullish evidence on gold and fiber.
We
are also looking for shorts on
USD.
Is it?
Yeah.
Eddie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm watching.
So you can see how price respects order blocks. You can clearly see. You see?
Yeah.
So order blocks, it's like they get in regards to market structure, they tend to come before you can really highlight to say, okay, no, this is my supply zone. So you can only define your supply zone, but already an order block would have been there.
Play the role.
You see? Because if you look at the supply zone and demand zones, the candle that comes before now, that is your order block. But it must be a strong candle in terms of candle size, you see? So that it shows you that there was either strong buying or strong selling. You see, like here now on we are on what? Euro USD. You see this last down candle here. Look what price did there. It respected that block, and then it rallied. You see, price respected that order block, and then it pushed. I think this was last week. It pushed away for almost 100 points. Hey, Euro USD, that's a lot. You see, that is a lot of pips on Euro USD. You see, of course, the moment it came back again now, you see here, this would have been a losing trade if you were basing on this order block. You see, it would have been a losing trade. Because if you had gone long here, right, long to the upside, it means your stop loss is below this low. You see these candles, 5-10 pips. But now, if you are doing proper risk money management, the previous trade you'd have gained more than 80 pips. Then you can be in a position to lose 20 pips on that next trade, because you'd have anticipated to say, okay, no, price should what? Push to the upside, which doesn't happen, right? So now if you had gone long, obviously your stop loss is below this order block here, 5-10 pips below. That means you would have lost, let's say, a minimum of 20 pips, including the spread and all. But now look at the previous trade. Previous trade would have given you more than 80 pips. You see? Meaning you are on the winning side, you are not losing. Of course, you've lost 10 pips, but the previous trade would have paid for that already. You see? I think we've got only 3 minutes left there. Any questions? people are
I'm trying to keep on learning the market structure from MN. I used to ignore that month chart. I used to ignore it. So now I'm trying to always learn the market structure from there.
The monthly chart is very important. Monthly, weekly, those are very important time frame, guys. You must be in a position to read the market structure from that time frame, because they are very important. Because the moment you fail to read the chart from a higher time frame perspective, then whatever you do on the lower time frame, it's not gonna help. You see? It's not gonna help. You'll be just going into the wrong direction. But now, the monthly chart, the moment you define your monthly chart, make sure you have defined it what? Correctly. Because if you define it also wrong, then you are in big trouble.
Yeah, you're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble. What means whatever you're doing after that is pointless. Yeah, of course, the market can go either way. You see, like this week, the one which is coming to an end now.
Going the other way.
Yeah, market went.
Especially that one. But that one is it just going to for correction. Void what?
USDC.
Yeah, CHF is in much correction of the market.
Yeah, but can you see how the momentum is dying down while we are heading into this block here? You see here, the last green candle. Look at this momentum. There's no more momentum to the upside. Can you see?
Yeah.
Right? USD CHF is approaching 97,550. Dollar index is approaching 98.40. You see? So 98.40 is going to be critical for this price action. Because the moment 98 dollar can't close above that, then you see USD CHF moving to the downside. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we continue the chat on the group because the time is out now. My Zoom session, the time limit has come to an end. But you must keep practicing. Yeah, keep practicing with these order blocks. They really do work in addition to your supply and demand principle.
Okay, thanks, sir.
All right, Eddie. Bostindo,
Thanks, yeah.
we link up.
I wasn't much active this week because of work, but I'm following on chat.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
think that's Taku, the one with TAK. His mic is muted. Anyway, I've recorded the session. I'm going to upload it for the other guys so that they can